So I want to show you some stuff about paywalls, which I thought was very interesting. So I was reading Twitter, and there was an article I wanted to read on foreignpolicy.com. And here's an example. There's a foreignpolicy.com URL. So if you go here and you see this thing and you want to read this article, you can try reading it. But before long, this happens. And now you can't see the rest of it. But what's happened here is it's on my machine. I can still see it behind there. So now I wonder, is it illegal for me to see it? I would argue it is not, although I'm not a lawyer. They gave me the article. And so see, if they wanted to make me log in to see the article, then they could have made me log in and not put it on my machine until I log in. But they put it on my machine, and then they loaded something extra that covered it up. Exactly. So I don't think it's illegal for me to clean this off and see what's behind there. But anyway, it's interesting as a puzzle. So there are various ways to do this, and I made a list of them here. All right. So the first one, of course, is I could try using private mode in my browser. Now, if you go to something like the New York Times, where they let you read like 10 articles a month, and then the counter gets too high, they put that counter in a cookie. So if you make a private window, and then you go here, then sometimes you'll be able to see it in a private window because it doesn't remember your cookies from before. But this website doesn't give you, well, actually in this case, I think it did work. Now it gave me the X here. So now that's one way to do it. Okay, that's a simple trick. Okay, and yet we're going to get to dropping JS. That's what I like. Another thing you can do, if that doesn't work, is you can use the Google cache. If you go to Google and you search for the URL, then sometimes Google has made a cached version of it. And you'll see it here, cached. And so now you're not connecting to their server. You're seeing Google's copy of the page. And Google's copy of the page, also has this script in it. So I'm not sure that works any better. We can use outline.com. That's interesting. Let me try outline.com. I didn't know this one. All right, enter article URL. Create outline. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's very cute. I like that. Thank you. And there's a similar one I know, which is the Internet Archive. If you go to the Internet Archive, archive.org, you can click web up here, and now you can make a capture of a web page. And save it here. And now, save page. And make a note of this, outline.com is a good one. Anyway, it's taken too long, but it amounts to the same thing as that outline.com. When it works, you get a saved copy of it that somebody else made. And somebody has an extension, bypass paywalls in Chrome. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me put that up here. That's something people might want to look into. An extension just to bypass paywalls. That's good. Those are good. Anyway, the thing I did, which I thought was very fun, was this. I just cleaned this up. You can examine these contents. For example, this is the thing I want to get rid of. I can right-click and inspect. And now it shows me in the developer pane this object, boilerplate header. I can just delete it and then keep deleting stuff. Now I've deleted a lot of the stuff. I can keep deleting stuff and just watch until the article vanishes. And then I can use Control-Z to undo what I just did. So I'm just nuking everything. Just like that, you may remember earlier in the course, we tried connecting to some site like Amazon and just deleting all the cookies from the request until we see what cookie matters. So I'm just nuking everything. Here's something called backdrop. Let's get rid of that. There. Now I can see the article, but I can't scroll through the article. So it's still annoying me. So I'm just going to delete some more stuff, like all this junk down here. Who knows what that is? Let's just nuke it. And you keep going until the article's gone. Eventually you'll hit the actual part that matters. All right, and I can go up here. Okay, there's a frame. If I delete that, that didn't get rid of it either. Okay. Let's try going from the top for a while, because I thought it might have something to do with all these things in the header, all these cascading style sheets. I think one of them might be what stops the scrolling. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's right from what we're going to see in a minute. So I tried deleting all the CSS in the header, and pretty much all the JavaScript. And there, I kindly deleted too much. One, there, that's the one that matters. So notice here, let's get rid of everything else, Google APIs and all this garbage. I can just hold it down. Whoop, it finally killed something that mattered. Okay, there it is. And this thing is Lightbox. Nope. Again, I got rid of something that mattered. There. Here's the site wrapper, and here's scripts. So I think I can delete this stuff just to make my life simple. There. Now I've got this page down to almost nothing. And it's inside this division is where the actual article is, because if I delete that, it's gone. So there's the good stuff. Now I can see the article, but now I can scroll through it. So I've accomplished my goal at this point. I also found that I could accomplish it another way by just changing the type of an article so the CSS doesn't matter. But anyway, I thought this was pretty nice. You can gain control over the page and clean it off. Yes. And drop the DOM object referencing it. Well, I'm not sure. Delete the whole tag of the pop-up out of elements. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here, essentially. Anyway, this is kind of fun, and it helps you understand how web pages are structured. And the other one, which I thought was really nice, is one some people are already guessing, which is to use burp, because I was wondering if this would work. It does not load all those page components at once. And it turns out, on this website anyway, that it loads the good stuff before it loads the bad stuff. So all you got to do is go open your proxy, turn off intercept, and open the browser. And then turn on intercept. And now load it in that browser, which is here. Okay, and now I'm going to see the requests here in burp. So I forward this one. I forward them one by one. And there. Now I've got the good stuff, and the blocking stuff doesn't come until later, so I'm just going to stop loading stuff. Now I've got the good article. So I thought this was really nice and simple. Just don't bother to load the junk that covered it up. So anyway, I thought that was pretty fun. And by the way, there's another way to do it too, of course. You could use wget in a command line. And if I do make dir demo, cd demo, wget this, then I'll just get the main HTML file, and that probably includes the text. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to include the article in here or not. It might. It might just have a reference to the article. Nope, there it is. There's the actual text of the article. So I could copy it from there and put it in like a text editor where I can read it. So, you know, that's the kind of thing. Anyway, I thought those were fun and worth showing you. The extension is the fastest possible solution. Oh, yes, it probably is. Yeah, good. All right. But I like this one here where you go into the developer mode and delete the components one by one is what I think is really the most educational. Anyway, that's sort of a fun thing to do. And I'm done with this one.